And welcome back to RoboCop Rogue City. And something just has decided to come and crash OCP's headquarters. After massive riots and Mayor Cusack.
At least we have chopper support.
No such luck. That's a TV helicopter.
They're here already?
Oh, this is very interesting piece of architecture they have in there.
We have wounded. What happened here? It was furious. It destroyed everything in its path. What did? A monster.
Robo, I'm in the Channel 9 helicopter. I'm seeing a lot of movement on the executive floor.
I know exactly where that is.
We need to get up there.
No, get the injured out of the building. I will handle what is up there.
You sure?
Positive.
You heard him. Let's evacuate everyone. Hurry up!
Well, it's quite obvious why, because RoboCop would be the quite... Well, he is very durable about it. Yeah, glass shards. No way to punch items. And it would not be the first time RoboCop comes to crash executive floor. But I wonder...
We're finding more and more wounded, and they're all giving me consistent descriptions. So unless everyone is getting it wrong, there's an old friend waiting for you upstairs. You can expect...
Trouble?
That's right.
Make sure there is no one left in the building.
Will do, partner.
Okay, well, so who is the old friend? I have guessed that it might be the failure of the RoboCop program, aka RoboCop 2,
that
but
thing just moved to the western corner of the executive floor.
How or why would it be there? Who would be there? Oh yeah, no map. Oh, actually there is the map. Well, massive amount of death and destruction around here. Nice little cityscape, clear sky, beautiful weather.
What a massacre!
Are you getting this?
All of it. That's the OCP board you're seeing. They were supposed to vote on the new CEO. I guess someone didn't like the candidate they chose. OCP is finished after this.
Oh yeah, that's bad shape and a massacre. But no breakage of glass or fire shooting. Oh, they are shooting marks. Oh yeah, that's bad shape. That must be the safe room. And of course, this is also has this very little intense mood. Quite often made in video game in this kind of. You can have signs of battle. And the player character just arrives late there to just see what happened out there. As in sense, is that what caused it still here or not? And if it is, how do you handle?
What do you want from me?
Oh, there it is.
RoboCop! My number one guy. There seems to be a misunderstanding.
I wanted to leave you a message before I undergo this procedure. It has been a long and laborious process, but it has given me the opportunity to observe you closely.
The old man! That you? I didn't know! I didn't mean to!
Only now do I truly understand what others see in you. I realize why they cheer you on. And it is because they can look past your metal exterior and see that somehow you haven't lost your humanity. That puts my mind at ease. You made me realize that I do not have to fear what is about to happen. I can remain human, as you have. Selfless and devoted to something bigger than myself. Uncorruptible. And that is what I always strive to be. Good luck, Murphy. I cannot wait to see what the future has in store for us.
You sold the city's future. That leaves one question. Scrapyard or prison, creep?
Murphy, what the hell was that?
Just an old friend.
Well, RoboCop 2 build has proven to be quite good. So they reused it as for the old man.
Do you need backup? Copy that.
Oh, that's right. This is gonna be a bloody massacre. Oh, yep. Yeah, but trying to shoot that big green globule hurt spot. Yeah, it's taking damage.
You will not win this.
Massive amount of damage. Well, because now when you look about it,
I've lost visual.
We went downstairs.
What?
now when you look about it, the RoboCop 2 chassis is actually very sturdy and capable, so it's no wonder.
We got everyone out. Be careful. The building will not hold. You need to get yourself out of there.
I'm in the middle of something.
Oh yeah. Going to use the heal and apparently the old man didn't take well to that transfer. Why else would he be that hostile? I don't. Okay, as massive as that damage is, it should not be enough to topple a whole skyscraper.
Going somewhere?
Oh, it has missiles, so...
I don't like what I'm seeing. The building's actually shaking. Get out while you still can.
Oh, yeah. Shield and slow down. Yeah, the old man's using the RoboCop basic minigun. Oh. Let's grab the big gun. Oh yeah, they just decided that let's put the RoboCop 2 to be the final boss. Oh, that hurt.
Murphy, you need to get out of there. It's about to collapse.
Had enough,
The
old
building's
man.
evacuated. There's no one else inside. You need to save yourself.
Still,
There is one
Ruby's
more
about to
person
say.
here that needs saving.
What? Murphy?
We are not done yet. Thank you.
Oh. So old man finally figured that something was good that he had done. That's why he pushed RoboCop off the tray. And enough weight dropped on the top of that head will crush that chassis and the brain inside.
I can't see anything. Move closer.
Negative. When the building collapses, the dust cloud will choke the engine.
Oh
my God! Murphy!
Yeah, it goes down.
Oh,
That was the end of OCP. Not just figuratively, but quite much literally.
no! Wait.
Still,
I see something.
something's standing.
Is that him? Talk to me!
Ah.
It is me, Lewis. It has always been me.
But I wonder, did he have to keep the recording on?
Another week passed since the OCP's magnificent giant has fallen. OCP's new CEO assured us that the destruction of its headquarters will not stand in the way of finishing Delta City. Japanese corporation Kanemitsu has already shown interest in OCP's most prominent project. We at Media Break welcome them with open arms. Delta City, yokoso! From the City of Wonders, we're back to Detroit. The city's debt has reached a new peak. Re-elected Mayor Kuzak, asked about his plans for reform, said he had other plans instead. OCP is the weakest it's ever been. We'll sue them even if we need a Japanese lawyer, he assures us. Now it's time to introduce a new segment, You the Detroiters, where we share feel-good stories from our local communities. Disgraced Senator Farrell took hostages at the local theater and called for his reinstatement. However, a former vagrant and the theater's newest employee managed to defuse the situation. When asked why he decided to risk his life, Pickles, a European cinema connoisseur, said that it was simply disrespectful to interrupt the screening. Let's just hope Pickles does not influence the theater's movie selection.
Uh-huh.
Next
And
up,
there are some
Sunblock
misspellings.
5000 model nearly torn to pieces by an ED 209 after not adhering to the 209's instructions. The dispute over a parking space could have turned deadly if it wasn't for Dr. Olivia Blanche, a seasoned psychologist who managed to keep a cool head during the 209's intervention. Dr. Blanche's new book, Coping with Loss, is said to be of value to both people and machines alike. A defamed reporter funded by terrorists after trying to illegally broadcast a hit piece aimed at OCP Samantha Ortiz has been spotted collaborating with a terrorist group led by a woman known in the underworld as Bertha. OCP denied. We're sorry for the disturbance. Fortunately, this time it was a minor one. Let's move on.
Oh.
A new world record has been set in Detroit. A man called Funeral Bob attended his 1000th funeral this year. The record-breaking funeral belonged to Max Becker, a former OCP executive. As it turned out, Bob was its only attendee. The OCP delegation did not arrive due to a rescheduled business meeting. We hope the meeting went well.
Yeah, nobody liked him.
Moving on. The owner of a local restaurant, Onion Baji, in cahoots with a ring of zoo thieves. The restaurant was proved to source the ingredients through crime. The arrest was made by a rookie neighborhood cop, Ulysses Washington, and according to his statement, it wasn't the first animal he had saved.
Aww.
One question still remains unanswered. What happens to RoboCop's human status? Mayor Kuzak distances himself from RoboCop and leaves no doubt that he will not be advocating for granting him human rights. RoboCop's efforts have prompted a public conversation.
I hope OCP doesn't take him off the street. Who will protect us then?
Ah! It's RoboCop! Robo, I love you!
Skeleton speaker, pure pandemonium.
To many more years on the force, RoboCop. It's been a busy time for Detroit, but the cloud that lowers over the city is lifting as police end their strike. We're ready to serve, said Officer Ann Lewis, who returned to duty despite her recent injury. What heroism. Detroit can sleep soundly tonight. The question is, for how long? That's all for today. This was Casey Wong. Until next time.
Well, they wanted a good story, they got one, and they also got a really decent game, and the main designer seems to have been quite much of a big director, and lots of Polish names seems to be going on, so no problem about that. So I would say that as much as game goes, it was decent, completely. Not perfect, it had a lot of these kind of little dents and scrapes about not being really perfect or something like that, not having polish, but those parts which did have polish, which to say the set pieces, the characterization and all that, those had extremely strict and efficient and clear level of polish about them, so that the setting and all the characterization and all that would have been done absolutely right. And of course there would be Peter Weller doing the voice work. Otherwise, not much of big names, but it doesn't really matter. Characters were good, game was good. So I would, as much as game goes, kind of sloppy ending over the final act with the old man, but it gave a good reasons why the OCP was actually going down so hard, and the black comedy was very much present. So it will be time to end this whole series here. It's a good game, not too difficult, quite kind of short. Gameplay isn't that, you could say, modern or spinning around. Hell, just having a heavily armed RoboCop stomping through and blowing up anything, it's just great. But good game, good story, not perfect, but for as much as RoboCop stories go, this was a really good thing to have for over about 30 years of real RoboCop. Yes, I even do count RoboCop 3 despite that film being so very, very, very bad. And they even managed to use the proper music. So, nothing about that. See you next time. Or any next series, whatever it might be. And I really would wish that they might have been some extra stories, but good game. Nice tribute to RoboCop. The end.